Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Oh, yeah, y'all know what time it is. Oh, Lord. I feel like I got jam on my lip. Yeah, we're just gonna deal with that this morning. Oh, I just had some jam on my toast. Anyway, man, grand rising to you, man. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today. This sensational Saturday here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put it in the book, like The Wealth Choice, right? Written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, an international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Book that I wrote, guys, Study of Black Wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. You can find a book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. While you're there, guys, we do have a store for some other financial literacy and business books for adults and children, so you can check out the store there as well. And we also do have a club that is comprised of brothers and sisters who are serious about building business, building wealth while they build themselves. So if you're saying, hey, you know what, I find myself to be the smartest person in my room and it's time to find a new room, well, maybe the Black Billionaires Club is that room for you. Check us out at theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. You can pick up your copy of the book today. Man, while you guys are joining, man, good morning. Top of the morning to you. Thanks so much for joining. Go ahead and say hello. Don't be rude. Hi, good morning, all that good stuff. And also, let us know where you're connecting from. What city, what state, and what country possibly you're connected from here this morning, as we're going to be diving back into the wealth choice, going over the third law of wealth. We understand that we're broadcast across the World Wide Web into Facebook and also YouTube. Understand that worldwide is global, so you could be anywhere. And we're happy to have you here today as we're going to level up in our thinking, knowing that wealth begins in the mind. Level up in our thinking, and then we can level up in our wallet. Hit the like button, share button if you care. Like button and share button if you care. There may be some brothers and sisters who connected to you and like, you know what? I've been looking for something like this. Reading Rainbow 2.0. We had it back in the day. We ain't got it now. Well, hey, we got a version of it right here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Good morning to you. Queen Vivian is in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining out of New York City. Brooklyn is in the house. Thanks so much for joining. Queen Almano out of Atlanta. Grand rising to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today out of Georgia. Miss Guthridge is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us out of Pennsylvania. Oh, grand rising to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today on New Black Wall Street Book Club. We got a Bobby Blue Band. The Bobby Blue Band sighting out of Bronx as well. Good morning to your brother. Thanks so much for joining. Top of the morning to you. Miss Queen, my godmother's here. Miss Golden's in the house out of South Kakalaki, South Carolina. Thanks so much for joining us. Chandra McLam, the SEO queen, the expert, is here out of Huntsville. Grand rising to you. Thanks so much. As I mentioned to you guys, we've been just strolling through The Wealth Choice. It's a book written by our brother, Dr. Dennis Kimbro. And that book it talks about the success secrets of Black millionaires. Success secrets of Black millionaires. I don't know about you. I want to learn what they're doing so I can have some of the success that they're having in my life as well. You can find that book by going to his website at www.denniskimbro.com, www.denniskimbro.com. We got Miss Foster Side back with us out of Shreveport. Grand rising to you, Queen. Thanks so much for joining. And we're getting into the third law of wealth. So we'll recap the first two laws. And everybody putting down, so I choose wealth. You really have to choose. It's a choice, right? It is a choice you can make. You say, you know what? I'm going to head towards the direction of the land flowing with milk and honey. I'm going to head towards the direction of wealth in every area of my life. The first law of wealth is that wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. Wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. The second law of wealth that we have uncovered from this wonderful author is that we must decide now. Decide now not to be poor. It's a decision. Got to decide now not to be poor. That's the first two laws of wealth coming from the book. And as we travel along, we'll find out what the third one is. Now, as we pick up from yesterday, we were discussing this phenomenal sister named Kathy Hughes, who happens to be, what's going on, brother Sims, DFW, who happens to be the CEO of Urban One Network and TV One Network and stuff that we know her today, Kathy Hughes. And her son is actually the CEO. She's the owner or the founder. Her son is now the CEO, Mr. Liggins or something like that. So he's going through her story from basically nothing to something at the end of the day. And uncovering this tangible characteristic called faith, which is being used here, to kind of push her forward. In this chapter, we're talking about believing in yourself. Believe in yourself when no one else will. Everybody put it down. So I believe in myself. Believe in yourself when no one else will. I believe in myself. So we'll catch up here where we left off at yesterday. A huge dream requires huge faith. A huge dream requires huge faith. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's read. In the world of broadcasting, Hughes' claim to fame is what she has been able to achieve at a time when many of her Black counterparts have vanished from the communications landscape. Her success has not come easily. As a Black woman, Hughes has seen the cost of a radio station increase the moment she walks through the door. She has had lenders tell her to play Neil Diamond when she wanted to spin Al Green. Speaking with missionary zeal about empowering her race, she simply responds, "After 30 years of being in bed with my lenders, I've convinced them that I do not believe in programming the easy way, and I do not believe that an owner has the right to program for profit only. It's critical for us to tell our story from our perspective. When a company is Black-owned, Black decision makers and Black employees promote their point of view. There has to be some social value. There has to be some social value." Now, I will also say that Kathy Hughes has taken this company public as well. It is a publicly traded company that I'm really like, okay, maybe we just need to put some money in behind Kathy Hughes and what she's built. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm looking up Black-owned companies. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and start supporting some of these Black-owned publicly traded companies as well, with some of my capital. But anyway, Hughes, a personal achievement is a testament of spirit, hope, hard work, and an incredible degree of faith. Her dedication to woman-owned businesses, minority economic development, and entrepreneurial spirit are manifested in every aspect of her work and life. As such, she has been honored by both Black Enterprise and Fortune magazines. Moreover, her pioneering work has led Essence magazine to name her one of the 100 who have changed the world. Hughes is a story of one individual who found her passion early, learned as much as she could, persisted through the tough times, and changed plans when necessary, and continued to hold on while there was little to hold on to. Let me repeat that again. It's a story of one individual who found her passion early, learned as much as she could, persisted through the tough times, changed plans when necessary, and continued to hold on while there was little to hold on to. While her work ethic continues to drive her, Hughes wants all to understand the power that built her bridge over troubled waters. She advises all who will listen to persevere, be willing to do any job asked of them, believe in God, and hard work. Through it all, there was never a time when I lost faith. Sure, I may have doubted myself or doubted others, but I never lost faith in the spirit that lies at the center of my life. There's a lot in this world that you can't see but still can believe in, such as your hopes and your dreams. Just because you can't hold it in your hands doesn't mean it's not there. Faith was the stepping stone to all that I desire. And a huge dream requires huge faith. A huge dream requires huge faith. That's going on, Miss That's right, Miss Foster. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Lamb, you absolutely are on the right track, man. So I'm on the right. Hey, just following the footsteps of Kathy Hughes, okay? Just following the footsteps of Miss Kathy Hughes. Road to distinction is paved with years of sacrifice and faith. Road to distinction is paved with years of sacrifice and faith. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's keep reading. For those readers who search for abundance, for those who long for financial freedom, and for those who seek the keys to a seven-figure lifestyle and all the benefits this bracket holds, I suggest that you read the example of this media mogul. Examine how she confronted her detractors. She did not lose heart when the hisses and jeers rang in her ears. Note her response when her first marriage crumbled and she was forced to bear the combined burden of being a woman and raising a child alone. We get a hint as to what it means to make the most out of impossible conditions. When faced with similar circumstances, perhaps 99 out of 100 men and women would have ended their march towards prosperity, but not Kathy Hughes. Although her knees did buckle, she rose to the occasion. Deep within, she knew that a wavering aim and a faltering purpose were not a part of her nature. Her divine faith supplied all the capital she needed. Her divine faith supplied all the capital that she needs. Everybody put it down. So my faith supplies my capital. Her divine faith supplied all the capital that she needed. And when fate attempted one last final blow, holding her child and sleeping on the floor of her station, one time drugged in without a word or a look of reproach, when others would cringe, she never flinched. She looked her creditors in the eye and refused to abjure her faith. Although she was broken, homeless, no barriers could keep her from her goal. No individual who walks the path of prosperity will tread very fair until self-faith is born within, until he catches a glimpse of his higher, nobler self, until she realizes that her ambition, her aspiration are proof of her ability to reach the dream and vision that consumes her. The Creator would not have mocked us with the yearning for infinite achievement without providing us with the ability and opportunity for its realization. What did Christ care for? The jeers of the crowd. The palsied hand moved, the blind saw, the mute spoke, the leper who was made whole, the dead rose in spite of the ridicule and scoffs of the spectators. There's nothing attractive in timidity, nothing lovable in fear. If I was called on to say why so many who began their upward journey with such high hopes that they would create vast sums of wealth far short of the mark, I would say they lack faith. There's no redeeming value in people who continually cry out against their condition and stating to an incredulous world what remarkable accomplishments they could achieve if their lots were different. Wrong. You play the hand you are dealt. Everybody put also play the hand I'm dealt. You play the hand that you're dealt as you exercise your faith. Here lies the third law of wealth. He who begins with crutches will generally end with crutches. Help from within always strengthens, but help from without invariably weakens. And what do we call that help from within? Faith. If you want knowledge, you must work for it. If it is food and shelter you crave, you must toil for it. If you hope for the best that money can buy, then amenities can be attained only by the sweat of your brow. And how do you increase the level of your faith? Go ask James, half brother of the carpenter from Galilee, who wrote, "Do you want to know, O foolish man, that faith without works is dead? In a world of action, faith is power. Yes, unconquerable faith, even when circumstances are unfavorable, will carve out a way to unexpected success." How many Black millionaires are there who, in their early years, made their greatest strides toward wealth and financial fulfillment and developed their greatest talents and gifts when reverses of fortune swept away every available resource? The Creator may see a rough diamond in you that only the hard hits of poverty and doubt and rebuke can polish. Have you not been given your marching orders? As it has been written in Romans 5:3, glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not disappoint. Hope does not disappoint. It's true. He who wrestles within us strengthens us. Where faith exists, there is life. Where it is missing, helplessness and hopelessness will cloud the day. Comedian, radio personality, and best-selling author Steve Harvey would never enjoy his millions had it not been for the doubt and ridicule of an elementary school teacher. Tyra Banks was so stung by indifferent and biased modeling agencies that she vowed to all who would listen to that her image eventually would be the benchmark by which beauty would be measured. A gospel artist, Kirk Franklin, and social entrepreneur John Hope Bryant never lamented or grieved over lost wealth. In a down economy, they simply triumph over difficulties and set out to build their next fortune. Everybody put a console on my next fortune. Their next fortune. Billionaire David Stewart was more than $3 million in debt before the tide turned in his favor. Countless viewers now seek his counsel and investment advice through the forum known as that's the wrong person. The countless viewers now seek his counsel and investment advice through the forum known as Shark Tank. But FUBU founder and branding icon Damon John had solidified his place within the fashion industry. How did he do it? Success was anything but easy. However, I would wager that John's wisdom would not be sought had it not been for the endless streams of rejection that he encountered from Wall Street's most financially savvy investment bankers. And on the eye of his most trying procedure, separating Siamese twins joined at the base of the brain, Ben Carson, arguably our nation's most celebrated neurosurgeon, had to avoid and sidestep the slings and arrows of colleagues within the medical community who openly questioned whether his hands were truly gifted at all. Our faith is a measure of inner belief. It provides us with a glimpse of our possibilities. The individual who professes little faith reaps little, while those who live by mighty faith receive much. The only inferiority in us is that which we place into ourselves. The persistent thought that you are not equal to the task, that you lack the qualities required of the hour, that you're weak or inferior or ineffective, that you lack backbone as well as grit, that success and fortune were omitted from your birthright eventually will lower your expectations and paralyze your ability. No one is defeated until he or she gives up. And the point is, don't give up. Don't give up. Everybody put in console, don't give up. The point is, don't give up. Countless individuals in this book, Black millionaires, all had to go through something. So why in the world would I think that I'm not going to go through something? I'm going to go through something. I'm not going to give up. They're going to keep on going to my next fortune. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, man, with your brother Adams? Thanks so much for joining us here this morning on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. There's Glenda Tate Williams in the house out of North Carolina. I'm sorry. Thanks so much, man. My faith provides my capital. My faith supplies my capital, man. Play the hand that I'm dealt. It's just like playing spades, by the way. I mean, if I ain't get no pay, I ain't got but 2 spades. I'm gonna try to get my 2 books. That's what I'm gonna try to do. And then give me another hand. Let's see if I can go get that 10. Play the hand that I'm dealt. Absolutely, man. Play the hand. Exercise your faith. I play the hand I'm dealt. Where faith exists, there's life. Right. My next fortune. Never giving up, man. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Unleash the David within. Unleash the David within. Oh, Lord. Let's keep reading. You and I might have winced watching Michelangelo conduct his daily routine. He was barely 26 years old, but his arthritis caused him to walk with a stoop and feeble shuffle. His every move was a painful ordeal, yet Michelangelo labored for 2 years on what would be one of his most memorable pieces of art. History tells us that Michelangelo was commissioned by the Medicis, the wealthiest ruling class in Italy during the 1400s, to create a statue in the main square of Florence. This powerful family was renowned for their patronage of learning, literature, and the arts, and such a request could not be denied. For more than 2 years, the famed sculptor searched for a block of stone out of which he could create the type of masterpiece worthy of such a request. Finally, on a dirt road overrun with weeds and shrubbery, he found a huge slab of marble lying on a wooden pallet. The rock had been hauled down from the Alps in nearby Tuscany, years before, but had never been used. In his zeal to uncover the perfect stone, Michelangelo had walked past this rock dozens of times and had never given it a thought. But that day, something was different. Everybody putting down, so something is different. Let me repeat this again. In his zeal to uncover the perfect stone, Michelangelo had walked past this rock dozens of times and never given it a thought. But that day, something was different. As he moved back and forth before the stone, studying every angle, Michelangelo actually envisioned the statue of David in its entirety. Filled with inspiration, the artist immediately instructed his aides to haul the block of marble to his studio. There he began the arduous task of hammering and chiseling, sanding, and polishing his life's work. For weeks, he stayed holed up in the studio with chisel, mallet, and drawings in hand, ever ready to obey the call of a new thought. While Florence slept, Michelangelo placed his head, his heart, his faith, and his soul into the marble block before him. On his knees, every day, he prayed for fresh inspiration, new skill. He believed that the Almighty would answer his prayers and direct his hand. When the day arrived for the statue's first public viewing, thousands traveled throughout the region and gathered in the main square. When his masterpiece was unveiled, those in attendance stood in awe, amazed at the sheer beauty, grace, and remarkable attention to detail. Here stood the David, so plain and yet so convincing. Michelangelo was immediately recognized as the greatest sculptor of his age. But in response, he laid no claims to the genius. He said it was all a question of hard work. When asked how he managed to create such a moving piece of art, Michelangelo admitted that he saw the David, complete and perfect, in the marble. And all he did was remove everything that was not the David. Let's rewind a little bit. He admitted that he saw the David. Now, what does the David represent? The David represents the vision. He saw the vision clear as day, already perfect. In this particular case, it'll be the rock. But for you, it could just be in your as you're making the vision plain. He saw the David, or he saw the vision, complete and perfect. All he had to do, and all you have to do, is remove everything that is not in the vision. Let me repeat that again. All he had to do after he saw the vision perfect and complete was remove everything that was not in the vision. Now, I know that is that's like a, that's like, how bad, how serious is this thing to you? How bad do you really want it? How clear, crystal clear is it for you? Now, I know what I'm talking to people right now. That is clear. You know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's already been laid out for you. But the problem has been you have not yet got the strength to start to remove everything that's not in the vision. You're still attached. You want to bring them along with you. It's hard to let go. Remove everything that's not within the vision. That right there is probably a sermon that T.D. Jakes needs to go ahead and have. I ain't going to have that this morning. See, look at that. See, being honest. See, that's what it is. Sometimes, that's what I see people. I say, man, just be honest with yourself. Not with me, with yourself. Like, look at this. I can see, she can see, she like, it's crystal clear to me at this point. She probably has seen this thing for quite a while. Like, it's clear. But I have not removed everything that's not in the vision. A host of parallels exist between you and the preceding story. Like Michelangelo's David, each of us resembles a masterpiece trapped in stone. But that marble, or the marble that envelops us, is not excavated from quarries or rock pits. Rather, it's derived from low self-esteem, or a lack of confidence, or the shadows of doubt and fear, or our inability to exercise our faith. In order to realize our true potential, we must release all limited thinking by dreaming big dreams, establishing huge prosperity goals. He sound like ERGJ. He's been telling people, hey, set that financial goal, man. Challenge yourself. Take it to another level. establishing huge prosperity goals. How many guys got a prosperity goal? A prosperity goal. You see what he called it? I call it a financial goal, but now he's taking it beyond just money. He's saying establishing huge prosperity goals. Woo! While utilizing the miracle working power of faith. Just as Michelangelo removed everything. That was not the David. You and I could benefit by chiseling away those negative confining qualities that were never a part of our inalienable birthright. Cut away the timidity. Cut away the inferiority. Cut away the lack of ambition. Cut away the impossible. Trim away the lethargy. Trim away the inertia. Trim away the mundane. Trim away the indifference. Trim away the petty. I got to work on that. I'm petty. Oh, Lord. You sure I got to get rid of that? Nip in the bud the despondency. Nip in the bud the discouragement. Nip in the bud the misery. Nip in the bud the skepticism. You know how many people skeptical of Bitcoin? Nip away the skepticism. And nip away the, oh, woe is me. And by all means, tear away the pessimism. Tear away the cowardice. Tear away the impoverished state of mind. Tear away the hopelessness. And tear away the lack of faith. Again, he said, I saw the David, or saw the vision, and it was complete and perfect in my mind. It was complete and perfect in my dreams. It was so complete and perfect that I could sketch it out and I could write it down. It was complete and perfect. And all I had to do, who knew it might be this simple, was remove everything that was not a part of the vision. This is the new Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in a book like The Wealth Choice, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share something that you learned today, your takeaway, your aha moment, or that thing that has been etched in your heart, your soul, and your mind today. And you're saying to yourself, I got something to do with what I heard or what I read today. I got to take this knowledge that I have and I got to put it into action so that it becomes that working wisdom in my life. That faith in itself is nothing without the work that I put into it. Faith in itself is nothing without the work that I put into it. I'm simply asking you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time and why? Read a Rainbow 2.0. Take a look. It's in a book. That's what we do here on the new Black Wall Street Book Club. 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. Let's catch up on these comments, man. We'll wrap this thing up, man, here on this scintillating Saturday. And we're getting it in, right? Getting up early, getting it in, setting the day. That's right, man. Move out of your own way, Brother Mark Daniels in the house. Thanks so much for joining us today. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Remove everything that is not within your vision. All right, Mr. Arthur said, I can see clearly, but I have not removed. That's right, brother. It's deep. We get deep up in here, man. It keep deep up in here. I need to remove some things as well. Yeah, take some stuff off your plate. Take some stuff off your plate. Removing everything that's not within my vision today. That's what I'm talking about, Ms. Foster. All right, man. A huge prosperity. I was talking to my God. I got some huge prosperity goals. I'm setting some huge prosperity. Because here's the deal, guys. If you what did Les Brown say, man? If you shoot for the stars, you at least you still land on the moon. You know what I'm saying? You shoot for the stars, you lean for the. Some of us are not shooting big enough. He said the problem is it's not that you dream big and that you miss. He said, man, the problem is you dream so low and you hit. Les Brown. Whew. Remove all that is not within, not in line with the vision, right? Deep cleaning needed, absolutely, man. Removing procrastination and balancing out emotion, man. Grand Robinson, McCuzzo in the house, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got to get busy, Mistake with it. Absolutely, man. Faith will drive me to remove the things that stop me from my goals, man. Brother, no, he in that. That's what I'm talking about. Talk to him. We go person, he going to drop. Okay, fantastic. This Erica Padmore just caught this. I'm starting to see your lives now. I've been seeing anything for a while. Fantastic, man. Are we still here? We still up in here. Up in here. That's our time here today, beautiful people. I hope you have a wonderful, prosperous weekend. Weekends are made to get rich. Absolutely. Go out there. Let's get up, get out, and go get some this morning. For those that's in the BBC, we will have our Breakfast Club meeting in 30 minutes. So get ready for that. Got some powerful stuff to talk about here this morning. For everybody else, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. I thank you for everybody. Hit the like button, the share button. They're sharing the wealth of knowledge that's coming from some of our own Black authors who are putting this stuff out for us to be able to consume and take it to another level. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ hits the music.
New It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club with your host Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now you ain't gotta leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Book Club.